Well, welcome back, everyone, and season's greetings to you and yours from the entire team at Wealth Charts and BecomeABetterTrader.com. The market continues to be quite resilient. There's a lot of noise around the edges of the market, and it's infiltrating the mainstay in a slower-moving week. Now, how do you separate noise from signal? How do you remain in a position? Entries, the duration and management, and the exit of a position, having a sense of objective, powerful targets that are competition tested. Well, that's what we've got on the screen here. And we discussed yesterday where the likely area is for the S&P to get up to. And we zeroed in and around that 465-ish area to potentially closer to 470. Now, the weekly target is up here, but we did say yesterday that we're likely going to continue. And today we did continue. But the most important note is getting up to a target after getting buy signals late in an uptrend. Well, the staying power, the duration that we remain at those targets, let alone try to go further, can be very limited. So we've got to be very careful. Now, we know we are still in a robust uptrend on a 4-hour chart, daily chart, holding the key technical averages and speed lines, and the weekly chart as well. We also know that the most recent buy signals that came in for the daily and the 4-hour happened in the top of the TRP momentum crossover channel. So this is not the beginning of a longer term move. This is a continuation or a completion. Now, when I look at the likelihood of continuing up, the signal state momentum crossovers continue to imply that, but we do have producer price index data tomorrow and Powell. And these events, like we were speaking about in yesterday's video, and if you've heard me speak before, these events tend to become much more important when everyone is scrutinizing one or two factors in the economy. And right now, growth looks like it's going to be a problem, not immense. Rates are the real issue. And when are they coming down? So I doubt Powell's going to say anything about that, but the clarity that's driven by the signal structure to remain in bullish longs that were taken on a swing basis, from last week perhaps or earlier, that remains in play. But we also have a risk management tool, and that's not only breaking the time frames down lower, but looking at the early warning levels, the speed lines. Breaking below the speed lines and having the blue speed line, which is the fast speed line, cross below the slow, is a fairly good signal to tell one that, at minimum, a pullback to the channel is a likely outcome. Now, we don't have that. And we don't have that on a 4-hour, daily, or weekly. So a higher high is effectively expected, but not expected to be long-lived. Now, what I want to do today, on a basis of great intraday and both swing opportunities, is take you to the intraday and show you how the toolkit operates on a 5-minute chart, a day trader's time frame chart. Now, we'll just look at one time frame, and what we'll do effectively is start off at the beginning of the day, and what you can see is price action got out of the gates. From that red, started to bounce up. And as we moved up, I'm just going to take you right across the screen over here. You can see that we got a TRP buy signal. That's the cyan dot there. Preceding it within a 1 to 3, and ideally not much more than 1 to 5 bar radius, was that positive momentum crossover. And we are well on our way to that target, but this was obviously earlier this morning. So let's go see how this worked out. We got the speed line crossover. Price got above the channel. We got a confirmed signal with the momentum crossover in line. Not at the ideal location. It's not at to slightly above the center, but still very respectable. And where did price go? Well, price ended up getting first really to the target 1, then to the midline. And once these targets paint, they don't repaint. So from a day trader standpoint, at this stage, one would be sitting back going, okay, got a great move. Did it continue? Well, at this stage, we would need to see price back above the speed lines, and got above and held. We're actually in a market today where we've had successive buy signals on an uptrend. And one of the hard things to really sort out is what's the trend feature that one is operating off of. As you can see, I'm scrolling through the day, we get a weakening and a sell signal, but we're still in an uptrend. So we're looking at that sell signal effectively as a re-entry opportunity when price breaks above. Now, the magic of the decades of work that Rob has put into this toolkit that has allowed him to win 32 real money on-site international and domestic trading competitions, that effort and that magic has been simplified into very clear, straightforward signals and an uptrending feature here that says, okay, if I get a buy signal, okay, I have the opportunity to play a dip and bounce. Similarly, right over here. This all contributes towards staying in a position if one was intent on having a longer duration day trade. And at no point along the journey from the beginning signal, the start signal, have we actually got something that says it's going to break down. It's still holding trend. And in fact, that did reward those that got in on that last TRP buy signal on the 5-minute chart, that right there at 1 p.m. Eastern, because we certainly did get that run up. And if you take a look at, beginning of the bar, around $462.50, roughly adding $1.50-ish on top of each share. That's a pretty incredible run and getting almost perfectly to that target too as well. Now, I want to show you both swing and day strategies using the power of a toolkit like this and showing you how to scan for incredible ideas. Join me tomorrow. I'm going to be teaching a class starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And you can get there by simply going to becomebettertrader.com/yes. I get that seat now. This is a do not miss. This class is not recorded. And it's all about taking award-winning strategies, the immense complexity of a lot of algorithms, and distilling it down into a very simple, straightforward, but very powerful toolkit, and showing you how to use strategies in this toolkit to suit your individual risk tolerance and needs. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the class tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Bye for now.